A cozy, dimly lit restaurant with soft music playing in the background. Taehyung and YN are seated at a candle-lit table, smiling at each other. Taehyung, holding YN's hand across the table. Happy anniversary, JJ. I can't believe it's already been 2 years. YN, smiling warmly. Time flies when you're with the right person. I couldn't have asked for a better partner, Tae. Taehyung pulls out a small velvet box and opens it, revealing a delicate necklace with a heart-shaped pendant. Taehyung. We're saving up for the future, but I wanted to get you something special. This pendant represents our love, endless, just like this circle. YN gasps, touched by the gesture, and leans forward to kiss Taehyung. YN, it's beautiful, Tae. Thank you. I love you so much. They share a tender kiss, and the camera zooms out, showing the warmth and love between them. YN's apartment, where YN is pacing around, waiting for her best friend, Jisoo, to arrive. The doorbell rings, and YN rushes to open it. Jisoo enters, looking chic and confident after her time in the US. They embrace warmly. YN, excitedly. Jisoo. It's been so long. I've missed you so much. Jisoo, grinning. I've missed you too, YN. It feels so good to be back home. YN pulls Jisoo into the living room where they sit and catch up. YN, you have to meet Taehyung. I've told you so much about him, and he's dying to meet you too. Jisoo, with a playful smirk. I can't wait to meet the guy who stole my best friend's heart. They laugh, but there's a glint in Jisoo's eyes as she secretly anticipates meeting Taehyung. A cafe where YN, Taehyung, and Jisoo meet for the first time. Jisoo arrives a bit early and takes a seat, scanning the crowd nervously. YN and Taehyung walk in, holding hands. Taehyung is tall and handsome, and his presence immediately catches Jisoo's attention. YN, waving Jisoo. Over here. Jisoo stands up, her heart skipping a beat as she makes eye contact with Taehyung. They exchange polite smiles. YN, Tae, this is Jisoo, my best friend since childhood. Jisoo, this is Taehyung, the love of my life. Taehyung, shaking Jisoo's hand. Nice to finally meet you, Jisoo. YN has told me a lot about you. Jisoo, trying to hide her attraction. Likewise, Taehyung. YN's lucky to have found someone like you. As they sit down, Jisoo's eyes linger on Taehyung, and YN notices but dismisses it, thinking it's just admiration. YN's apartment, where she and Jisoo are having a late-night chat. YN is lying on the couch, and Jisoo sits across from her. Jisoo, casually. So, how are things between you and Taehyung? YN, smiling. They're great. We're thinking about moving in together next year. Jisoo, raising an eyebrow. That's a big step. Are you sure you're ready? YN looks a bit surprised by Jisoo's tone. YN, why do you ask? Do you think we're rushing? Jisoo, shrugging. Not rushing, but... I don't know, YN. I've seen him talking to this girl at the cafe several times. They looked pretty close. I'm sure it's nothing, but you should watch. YN's expression changes from confidence to slight doubt. Jisoo's words plant a seed of insecurity. YN, in mind. This OS not possible. Tae loves me a lot, maybe she misunderstood. YN, Tae isn't like that, it's just you don't know him yet. She defend him. Jisoo, oh YN, it's you who is naive, just be ready to take whatever comes in future. YN, no, you are just Jisoo. YN, I really love. Can I think bad about you? I am just worried, okay? Her constant push made YN doubt, but her love for Taehyung wasn't ready to accept it. Her mind and heart got into a war. A few days later, YN meets Taehyung for dinner. They're at a small, intimate restaurant. YN seems distracted. Taehyung, concerned. YN, is everything okay? You've been quiet all night. YN, forcing a smile.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Just thinking about some things. Taehyung reaches out and holds her hand. Taehyung, you can talk to me about anything, you know that. YN hesitates, remembering Jisoo's words. She pulls her hand back slightly. YN, have you been talking to anyone lately? Like, any new friends? Taehyung looks confused. Taehyung, no, not really. Why? YN, it's just. Jisoo mentioned seeing you with someone. I don't know. It just made me wonder. Taehyung frowns, clearly hurt by the insinuation. Taehyung, YN, I would never do anything to hurt you. You know that, right? YN nods, but the doubt lingers in her mind, a seed planted by Jisoo that is slowly growing. Taehyung didn't fail to sense her doubt signs and held her hand on the table. Taehyung, listen to me, baby. I love you and only you. In this life I want nothing but you and our lil 5 babies. YN couldn't help but blush. Taehyung, let's move in together. YN, move in? Taehyung, why you don't trust me or don't love me? YN, no. I love you and trust you. It just all of a sudden so. Taehyung, YN. I swear on our future babies that you are the only one and YN, I know. Let's move in. YN and Taehyung's apartment. They're sitting together on the couch, having cleared up the previous misunderstandings. There's a knock at the door, and YN gets up to answer it. Jisoo walks in, looking visibly frustrated and anxious. Jisoo, YN, we need to talk. YN and Taehyung exchange a glance before YN gestures for Jisoo to sit down. YN, what's wrong, Jisoo? Jisoo hesitates, looking between YN and Taehyung. Jisoo, I don't think Taehyung is right for you. I've seen things, YN. I'm only telling you this because I care about you. YN narrows her eyes, sensing the desperation in Jisoo's voice. YN, what are you talking about, Jisoo? You've been trying to put doubts in my mind ever since you got back. Why are you doing this? Jisoo stumbles over her words, her facade breaking down. Jisoo, I just don't want you to get hurt. Jisoo's face crumbles as she realizes her manipulation has failed. She leaves the apartment in a rush, humiliated and angry. YN looked at Tae with teary eyes. He quickly hugged her. YN, why she is being like this? We were bestest friends in high school, she knows I love you. So much, then why is she trying to separate us? Taehyung, it's okay, maybe she is worried about you? He said, but he was confused too. YN's birthday party at a chic rooftop bar. The night is filled with laughter, music, and joy. Taehyung is by YN's side, and they're surrounded by friends. Jisoo is there too, watching them with a mixture of jealousy and bitterness. She has a plan, one that will ensure she gets what she wants. Jisoo slips away from the group and pulls out a small vial from her purse. She pours the contents into a glass of juice meant for YN, her hands shaking slightly. Jisoo, whispering to herself, I'm sorry, YN, but I can't lose him. Jisoo returns to the party, handing YN the glass with a forced smile. Jisoo, happy birthday, YN. Here's to many more years of happiness. YN smiles, completely unaware of the danger she's in. She raises the glass to her lips, but just as she's about to drink, Taehyung pulls her into a hug. Taehyung, wait. I want to give a toast first. YN lowers the glass, smiling at Taehyung. Jisoo's heart pounds in her chest as she watches the scene unfold. In a moment of nervousness, she picks up another glass and takes a sip, not realizing it's the one she poisoned. Suddenly, Jisoo starts to cough violently. The room goes silent as everyone turns to look at her. Jisoo's face turns pale, and she drops the glass, her body collapsing to the floor. YN rushing to her side. Jisoo. What's happening? Somebody call an ambulance. Jisoo, gasping for breath, realizes what she's done. Tears stream down her face as she looks up at YN. Jisoo, weakly I'm so sorry, YN. I didn't mean for this to happen. I was just so jealous. I love him, but I was wrong. Please, forgive me. YN, huh? Confused and worried, Jisoo, when you sent me the picture of you and Taehyung, I started liking him and listening to you about him, made me fall in love. YN, what? Jisoo, I am sorry. I tried to KLL you by adding P0 sin in your drink, but karma is real. I drank it. YN's eyes fill with tears, a mixture of shock, betrayal, and sadness. She looks down at her best friend, feeling a wave of emotions. YN, softly, you tried to kill me, Jisoo. How can I forgive you for that? Jisoo's sobs grow weaker as the poison takes its toll. The paramedics arrive, but it's too late. YN stands up, her heart heavy, and turns to Taehyung. YN, her voice breaking, I can't stay here, Tae. I need to get out of here. Taehyung nods, wrapping his arm around YN as they leave the party, leaving behind the chaos and the broken friendship. A few weeks later, YN and Taehyung are sitting on a bench overlooking a peaceful lake. They're both silent, still processing everything that has happened. YN, finally speaking, I never thought Jisoo would do something like that. I feel like I've lost a part of myself. Taehyung, holding her hand, you've been through so much, YN. But we have each other, and we'll get through this together. YN leans on Taehyung's shoulder, feeling the warmth of his love. Despite the darkness that had tried to tear them apart, they had survived, stronger and more united than ever. YN, thank you for being my rock, Tae. I love you. Taehyung, I love you too, YN. And I always will. The camera pans out, showing the couple sitting together, their love unbroken, as the sun sets in the distance.